guys like orange toast?
So by now you've probably all heard the news that Westworld has been canceled and will not get a fifth and final season. For me, I feel like we all saw that coming, unfortunately. We were all just praying that the new lords over at Warner Brothers wouldn't end up canceling it, just like they did Batgirl and all these other projects. What's cool is we will get we'll find out what the ending is, because Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy both said that they will put out some kind of statement or video or something explaining the ending, so that's kind of cool, I guess. At least we got the season 4 ending too, and it didn't end with Maeve and Caleb fucking rootin' tootin'. They're gonna get through the town and fix everything that was destroyed in season 3, because Season 3 was a shit show completely. I think Season 3 is what completely destroyed the show, unfortunately. And I know a lot of people didn't like Season 2. Some people thought Season 2 was so complicated that ruined the show, and then that led to Season 3 and all that. But I think Season 2 is like peak Westworld. To me, that was when I had the most... And it might be because I was doing a podcast, and we were all talking theories, and we were doing stuff week to week, multiple videos, and it was just a lot of fun for me. So that could be a big part of it. Season 3 was such a disappointment. Season 4 was different for so many reasons, inside Westworld and outside of Westworld. But it's just been so... It feels like I've been watching this show my entire life.
It's been a long time, William.
And also some things that, like, I wonder if they will explain if they get to the ending. Like, are they going to explain what that end credit scene was with the Man in Black in Season 2? Will we ever know what that fucking means? Because, God, for fuck's sake, you know? Yeah, this was a great show that just fucking destroyed itself, which it's so... I don't know, everything about Westworld is Westworld-y, you know what I mean? But, like, while I'm recording this, I have playing in the background the HBO, like, recap season 1 through 3. Seeing Charlotte leave the park with the pearls and, like, remembering, like, oh my god, what's season 3 gonna be like? Like, just that feeling of waiting for season 3 for so long, and then you're like, oh my god, Aaron Paul's gonna be in season 3. And then it was such a letdown, even though Aaron Paul was in it, that I was like, fuck, man. Is Westworld over? And then we got Season 4. And for the most part, Season 4 was great. I think Season 4, if we did get Season 5, people would have thought Season 1, 2, 4, and 5 were amazing. Season 3 was a shit show. But the rest were so good that, you know, we can see through 3. But I think because now we just have 1, 2, 3, and 4, they all kind of feel so different that a couple of them are kind of stinkers now. But let's see. Let's talk about some big moments from Westworld, like big reveals that we all enjoyed. Like Bernard being a host. I remember week to week doing a podcast. In fact, I was supposed to do one today with Hess, who had the original theory of Bernard being a host, and we were like, there's no fucking way Bernard's a host. We doubted him up and down, didn't believe him at all. I even remember us like going into figuring out Bernard is an anagram for Arnold and all that kind of shit in season 1. Just breaking, like, Reddit is what really made me love Westworld, I gotta say. But I just remember that in season 1 with Bernard and all that, us going back and forth for a long time. Like, is he a host? Is he not a host? No, fuck you, Hester, you're stupid. He's not a host. Like, I just remember that, and then he was finally right, and we were so pissed he was right. As that was going too, me and Nick were on board of being like, oh, William and fucking the Man in Black are the same person. And he was like, no, you guys are stupid. So we were like kind of trying to out-theory each other, be like, no, our theory is right, and your theory is wrong. It was just fun. That was the fun thing about Westworld, is everybody could have such a different theory, and then by the end of the day, almost everybody was right, kind of. Like, even, like, he talked about the flies, and the flies came back, and even, like, there was all those jokes about, like, early on, like, I think it was, like, Dolores or Ford is going to be every single person, and then by the end of the day, everybody's Dolores. It is funny with this show how shit like that just comes back around, and it, like, the show loved to recreate itself. But to me, that was the fun part about the show. I know we joked around about that a lot on the podcast and whatnot in our reviews. I've been like, oh, they're just redoing season 1 again. But honestly, that stuff is really fun. I love when, like, a show, like, 3 or 4 seasons later goes back to a set or time travels or whatever it is for the show's purpose. They go back to something familiar from the season. I know people just call that fan service, but fan service is fucking annoying. Yeah, I don't know. This was supposed to be just me talking about... it wasn't supposed to be as rambly as it is, but I mean, I don't know. I really love this show, and I've also just been so disappointed by how long it's taken for us to get every season. And I would also be completely fine if it took this long, if it was like fucking stellar content like we were getting in the beginning. But ultimately, what I think happened is they made really good show season 1. It got really popular. They did everything. They put their heart and soul into season 2, made it as dialed everything up to fucking 11, like they're Marty McFly in Back to the Future. And people were like, whoa, guys, this is too strange. Please slow down. And I think that I don't know, kind of scared them. So they made season 3 different, but way more simple. But they're still obviously still very popular. People are still very excited for them. And then they started getting these other projects too, where they're doing stuff with Amazon. Like they're making Fallout right now. The Peripheral, which I'm doing videos on currently. I know they're just producers on that, but still, they're doing all these other side projects. I'm pretty sure they barely wrote and directed any in season 4. I think maybe 1 or 2 they wrote and directed. I think as people started not to like Westworld so much, it kind of and then they got to be able to do the projects that they really want to do. I feel like Westworld kind of just became their thing where they're like, fuck, we gotta finish this, I guess. You know what I mean? That's what the last 2 seasons kind of felt like to me as, I mean, all right, everybody, let's put on your cowboy outfits and let's get back to work. And then, obviously they don't want to do a bad job, so when they get there, they try their best, but it didn't feel like it had the heart and soul of, and vision season 1 and 2 had to me, the last couple. But still, that being said, the second Bernard, the second William, all of them pop up on screen, Dolores in, her dress, anything like that, I'm like, yes. Or this second music starts playing and there's going to be a reveal and maybe Bernard is talking to Akichida and they're in the fucking void shit, whatever. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, what's happening? You know? So I get sucked in so as much as I complain and shit, I'm disappointed, I get sucked right in. Also, one last thing that I just remembered because I saw Stubbs in this recap thing is so that means Stubbs' death and Bernard's death and Maeve's death and all that shit is permanent. Dolores might make a new Bernard and a new Maeve, and I know you're alive as long as the last person that remembers you, yada, 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 yada. But their little pearls are still down on Earth, just fucking sitting there in that store because Angela put them in there and he got shot and... I just remembered that they all died that way, and that's kind of annoying now, I gotta be honest. That is a little annoying. So... will this be the end of Westworld that we ever see? I kind of hope not, because, Westworld did start out as a movie. So what if next, obviously not anytime soon, because, you got to get this Westworld out of people's mouths. But what if in 5 to 10 years, probably more in the 10 range, we get a Westworld movie and a remake of the OG Westworld, and I don't know, we just get to see, maybe we can see someone else's vision of this world. With robots being forced to be slaves and whatnot. I'm down for it. But yeah, it's sad we have to say goodbye to Westworld. But at least all the actors, everybody's getting paid again for the season, even though they're not filming it and shit like that. So, and we're gonna find out the ending. So on the bright side, we'll just get to hear the ending. So it might make it better than what we would have saw the way the show was going. Not to say they couldn't have made it a fucking stellar ending. And I would much rather watch it than get it this way. Not imagine. You'll get to live this, but so we'll get to watch what we have of Westworld, and then just be like, oh, and it ends this way. Almost like the knowledge of reading a book and watching it, you know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. I feel like it might make some of us a little happier that we're disappointed in Westworld more recently. It's also very sad that we'll never get to see another Anthony Hopkins performance as Ford. That'll really suck. I was really hoping to get one final one with him, but I get the last one now will be him saying his goodbyes to Bernard, so that's kind of cute though too. At least we get that moment. It's also really strange really strange just the thinking about the way these characters ended now that I've remembered Stubbs is dead. William just got killed in that thing years and years and years in the future after Dolores Haloris was keeping him alive. Now what was the point of that? Because he's dead, but also we know that eventually he's gonna have the end credit scene with his daughter. That's baby Dolores too. I don't know. I hope I'm afraid that when they explain the ending, it's not gonna explain those things that I have questions about, and that's gonna be so annoying. But I really hope we do get the answers for it. I'm also very thankful that we got at least a good final season 2 with Teddy coming back. And him hanging out with Dolores, and now she was set on finding him in the Valley Beyond or whatever it's called. I don't remember. There's so many names for it. Yeah, pretty much everybody in the show is just dead. I guess that's true. Everybody did die. The world ended, and then I'm stupid. Yeah, everybody's just dead. And it is kind of strange. you're watching it in season one. There's so many like stuff like Felix and Sylvester in season one. We loved them. Saw them again in season two a little bit, and then they jump so far in the future. Those fuckers are dead, and they like you know like it's just some of those decisions. Like, why not make them a host and make them stick around with Maeve? You know, and even it doesn't even have to be like make them a host hybrid thing. Somehow make Maeve be like, I just wanted my buddies back, and she made robots of them that still bicker around with each other. I don't know. And now I'm just wishing for other things that I wanted in the show. Before I wrap this up, I'm gonna try to do my top 5 moments of Westworld, and then I'll let you guys get the hell out of here. Let's see. What's my number 1 moment? Actually, I think we should ease up to that maybe. I should reveal my number 1 moment. I'd say number 5 is the reveal that Arnold and Bernard are. I was gonna say the same person, but Bernard is a copy of Arnold.
What the hell are you talking about?
And the Dolores shit, like that whole moment revealing all that. That was such a good moment. I think I'd put that at number 5. Number 4, I know would be when it's revealed that Hale was actually Dolores like half the season, and you get that fucking flash. And part of the reason that's in my four is because right before the finale, me and Nick, my dad, were in here. We were doing some kind of video, and the trailer came out for the last episode or something like that. Maybe we were doing a video on it or something, and we were going frame by frame in the trailer. And we were like, what the fuck? That's a Hale looking at Hale. And we did a whole separate video instantly on that, how there was 2 Hales and all the shit in the finale. So we were like super stoked on that. So I think that would be my 4 because that was really cool. We didn't expect that at all. And then we caught that like 2 hours before the finale in the trailer. And we're all excited. I got this one. This one might surprise people. My number 3, actually, I'm gonna move this. This is my number 4. What I said for 4 is my number 3 now. Is when Maeve is in World War II world in season 3. With Sizemore. That I don't know why that is such a cool episode for me. Maybe it's 2 episodes. Just that, and then I think it's the reveal that like he's not real and all that. It was just a lot of fun. So that's my number 4. Number 3 is what I said before. What's my number 2? This is kind of hard. My number 2 moment, because I know my number 1 easily. Actually, yeah, my number 2 moment for sure is when James Delos is being tested. And he's doing the thing over and over and over again. And then when, like, I think it's by the end of the episode, he's like, Logan! Like, yelling for Logan. And it's, like, it's, like, William there now. Man in Black William there now, Ed Harris. And he's just yelling. That's just a whole thing of him, like, starting to, like, realize that he is in a host hybrid body. And he's starting to break down because the bodies don't last that long. And then William just decides to leave him in there. And then Bernard and LZ find him later on. That's really cool. I think that's my number 2 moment. And then obviously, number 1 is fucking William becoming the Man in Black. That whole sequence is so amazing. Obviously, one of the best moments in Westworld because it's my best moment. Because I knew that was coming. I knew the theory had to be true. I knew it. You see the paint can moment happening, like he sees it happening to someone else, and she's back in like Sweetwater, and he's just like, oh fuck. She doesn't remember me. She's a robot. And you just see him become the Man in Black. That's just the beginning part, too, which is Logan waking up and he sees all the dead bodies and what he's made William become. And then he's just looking for Dolores up and down all over the place, dragging William everywhere. Leaves Logan naked on a horse and smacks the horse away. But yeah, that's gotta be my number 1 moment in Westworld. God, it makes me want to rewatch it again, but I've rewatched it so many times that it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below maybe your top 5 moments in Westworld. You don't have to do 5 if you don't want to. If they're long, you could do like top 3 or just tell me your favorite moment or something. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys, I don't know, later for something. I don't know what video you're gonna watch of mine later, but go ahead, watch another video.